What's up everyone, Mantruce here. Now yesterday, Arex ran you through the 8 different events in Trials Fusion, and today we're going to run you through the skill courses. There are 8 different skill courses, 1 for each event. Let's not waste any more time, jump right in and take a look. The very first skill course is Balancing Act in the Greenhorns Grove event. All you need to do in this is ride as far as you can through the course without falling. But there's a twist. You aren't able to lean forwards or backwards.
So what you want to do here is be careful with the way you use your throttle. Don't always hold down the right trigger to the fullest, because you don't always need full power. Sometimes you need to use it gently. Also, while you can't lean, you can use the left trigger, which is brake, in the air to slightly adjust your angle, so if you think you're going to fall, then that might just save you.
In the Arctic Open event, the skill course is called Big Air. This event is like ski jumping, except you're on a bike and it's much less graceful. You go down a ramp and then bail, throwing yourself off the bike in an attempt to gain as much distance as possible.
Now for those of you that watched our Trials Tips video, then you'll know that we've already shared some advice on how to overcome this challenge. But if you haven't seen that, then the thing you want to bear in mind is it's not just about pressing the Y button, so you don't just need to pay attention to what it says on screen. You also need to use the physics and use the lean mechanic to throw yourself further. So get to the bottom of the hill, lean back, lean forward, then press Y and you'll find you fly a lot further, and that is how you achieve that gold or platinum medal.
The third skill course is Crank in the Urban Sprawl event. Now this might remind you of a popular movie franchise starring Jason Statham, where in the first installment he has to keep his heart rate high to avoid dying. And in this skill course, what you need to do is keep your adrenaline high to avoid yourself blowing up.
Now, in order to do this, you need to keep your focus on speed and tricks. Personally, I find the best way to keep your adrenaline up is by doing simple FMX tricks, so don't try and do anything fancy. Go over a jump, do a simple Superman, and you'll find your adrenaline stays pretty high, and then obviously get some speed whenever you can.
Trick Master is the 4th skill course, which can be found inside the Cactus Challenge. It's pretty self-explanatory. You are shown a trick and you have to do it.
There are a couple of things you need to bear in mind with this one. In the bottom right hand corner is an image which indicates how you complete the trick. In order to do this, you need to pay attention to both the position of your rider and of your bike. Also, sometimes you'll be asked to do 2 tricks, so when you complete the first one, make sure you look at that image again so you know exactly what to do the second time round.
In the Rainforest Rumble event, you'll find the 5th skill course, which is my personal favourite, Triathlon. Just like a real triathlon, it's split into 3 events: long jump, high jump, and then a sprint to the finish where your score from the first 2 games starts ticking down.
Now what you want to do with this one is spend a bit more time on the first 2 events, as the total score from that will carry over to the 3rd one, and if you want to grab that all-important gold or platinum medal, then you need to finish with a pretty high score. So my personal advice is enter the 3rd event with 70 to 80,000 points, and then you should be alright.
Ice Climb in the Skill Showcase event is a climb to the top of a mountain. Of course, it's deviously hard and requires a lot of bunny hop and throttle control.
Now for this one, it's not all about speed, so think about using one of the slower bikes, potentially the Baggy or the Roach, and you'll often find that you have a bit more control when you get to the higher, slightly more difficult parts.
In the penultimate event, Experts Club, you will find hard wheeling. In this course, your bike is unfortunately suffering from a broken front wheel, and you need to avoid using it or it will break.
And in order to do this, again, I'd suggest using one of the slower bikes. Personally, I prefer using the Roach. And then don't hold down the right trigger too much. You want to use your throttle carefully to keep that balance, and then obviously use your left stick to hold your bike at the optimum angle.
The 8th and final skill course, which is arguably the hardest, is Infinite Trials, which can be found inside the Masters Gauntlet event. In this course, a random but short track will spawn in front of you and you will have to overcome it, reaching a portal at the end. Once you enter the portal at the end, another track will spawn.
And to be honest, there's no single tip we can offer you for this one. You just need to make use of all of your trial skills, but the thing you do need to bear in mind is you do have lives, so retry is not an infinite option this time. You need to watch those and be really careful and thoughtful with the placement of your bike.
That about sums up all 8 of the skill courses, and we hope that this breakdown has been handy. Go and try them out for yourself and let us know how you get on. Add the official Upload gamer tag as a friend so you don't miss any of our content, and don't forget to also follow us on Twitter @XboxUpload. Catch you next time.